In this Minecraft tutorial, we're going to show you how you can make an insanely overpowered barter farm. This barter farm will chew through a stack of gold ingots in under 13 seconds. It will do a full double chest of gold ingots in under 12 minutes. You're going to be averaging 28 items per second out of this thing. 1,687 items per minute. And if you had enough gold, you're going to receive over 100,000 drops per hour. That's over 56 shulkers. And not only that, in this time, you will sort every one of the items that this barter farm produces in the same amount of time. That being that, let's get a materials list and let's get into the tutorial, shall we? Now, to get things started off in this tutorial, we're going to be building this with all 13 item sorters inside of this. We're going to be saving everything from our fire charges to our ender pearls, all the way up to gravel and blackstone. If you only want to save specific items, you can modify the number of item sorters that you need in this farm. But for the tutorial purposes, we're going to be building all of these. Additionally, we are going to be building this going in the positive on the x-axis. The reason that we are going to be doing that is because of the mechanics of the brewing stand. It just makes it easier to explain and show you how to do this. If you're looking for a more in-depth tutorial on how the brewing stand mechanics work, about sending it around the corners and everything like that, you need to check out Gore to Fame. Their YouTube page will be linked down in the video's description below. Get things started here. We're going to start by placing down 13 double chests. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. We're going to go ahead and build one item sorter right here to show you how all of this is done. So from here, let's swing around to the back of this, and we're going to put 2 hoppers going into the back of that. And then we're going to place 2 hoppers on top just like that. So we got a 2x2 grid. From here, we're going to switch over to some barrels, and we're going to put a barrel here, 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 and here. You can use a chest in this situation if you would like. We're just using barrels for the tutorial. From here, we're going to go ahead and place in 4 hoppers on top of that. So all of those are pointing into those barrels, which go into those hoppers, which everything feeds into this double chest here at the bottom. From here, we're going to go ahead and place down 3 fence posts, one here, here, and here. We're going to place a rail right there, and we're going to place a hopper minecart on top of that. You can go ahead and break that rail underneath, and you can just nudge this all the way into the corner of all 3 of those fence posts. From here, we're going to set down a couple of temporary blocks. We're going to put a glass block right here, followed up by a piston right here, and then we're going to power this piston to push that glass block into that hopper minecart. From here, we can go ahead and break that, and we should be set up just like this. From here, we're going to grab an activator rail. We're going to put it on top of that glass block right there. We're going to grab our building block of choice. We are going to build up in a reverse C situation just like this, and we're going to punch out both of those pieces of building blocks. At this point, we're going to go ahead and grab a redstone torch. We're going to put a redstone torch right there. We're going to grab a piece of glass. We're going to put a piece of glass right there. We're going to grab our detector rail, put a detector rail right there, hopper minecart right there, and a hopper minecart right there. Now all we need to do is continue to run our signal all the way down. In order to do that, we're going to put a piece of blue ice right there. We're going to need blue ice so that we can have our items travel down our ice road. And from here, we're going to put in 2 pieces of glass right there, 2 pieces of glass right there, and 2 pieces of glass right there, and then we're going to remove this one right here. From here, we're going to go ahead and grab our comparator. We're going to put a comparator right there. We're going to grab redstone dust, and we're going to put a redstone dust there, there, and there. That way, when any item passes through this, it will send a signal off, go down, and unpower the torch, which will allow items to pass through here. Now at this point, we need to go ahead and set up our item filter for this one right here. So we're going to go inside of our hopper minecart here. We're going to put a stack of 10 items there, 10 items there, 5 items there, and then 3 items there. And then whatever item you want to be sorted, you're going to place in the first slot. And as you can see here, the items start filtering down. Once you reach 10 items, all of these will stop, and you will have your items down here inside of your chest. The reason we are doing this is because this sorting system right here runs at 4 times the speed of a normal hopper, and with this guy throwing out many items per minute, you want to pick up and sort these items as quick as possible. Now, once you have one of these in, depending on the number of items that you want to sort, you need to build all of your sorters. And once you have all of your filter items in place, we can go ahead and move into the next stage. The next stage here is we're going to grab our blue ice. We're going to come out 2 blocks from this end here. Then we're going to go down through here and we're going to complete our ice road going all the way to the end. Once we reach the end, we're going to take this out an additional 4 blocks. So you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to switch over to slabs, and we're going to place a slab right there and right there. From here, we're going to run these slabs all the way back across the front of our ice road, because this is where the items are going to be traveling as they're traveling on the ice road. Once you have that in place, we're going to switch over to our brewing stands, and we're going to place our first brewing stand right there. We're going to skip 2 blocks, brewing stand, skip 2, brewing stand, skip 2, brewing stand, all the way down through here. And once we reach the last one right there, we're going to switch back over to our slabs, and in front of every one of these brewing stands, we are going to place down a slab. Now we're going to switch over to some buttons, and we're going to spawn proof all of the ice on here because we do not want any mobs spawning on our road here. When we get all the way down here to the end, we can remove this first temporary block that we placed in, and we can extend this out 2 more. We're going to grab a flint and steel, and we're going to light that ice on fire there because any items that overflow in this system, we want to burnificate. Now, speaking of additional items, there are non-stackable items that come from this farm. You get potions and other things. You get boots. If you want to save them, you go ahead and place you in 2 hoppers right here underneath of those slabs right there. And you can place you in a double chest here and a double chest here. And you can expand this as far as you want. If you want to try to save everything from this farm, then you would just keep running down more chests, more hoppers, into more chests to save all of the items that you would want, just like this. And once you're done with that, go ahead and grab you 1 more button, and we're going to place that right there so that that is now all spawn proofed, and you should have something that looks just like this. Now, at this point, we're going to go ahead and get our piglin in place here. So we're going to come over here by this brewing stand here. We're going to place in 2 temporary blocks right there. We're going to place in 2 more blocks right there. From here, we're going to grab our brewing stand, and we're going to put our brewing stand right there. This is where our piglin is going to be setting. From here, we're going to grab our glass blocks, and we're going to take this up 2 on the side over there. Take it up 2 in the back over here. We're going to put a temporary block right here, 1 underneath of that, and then we are going to remove that one. We're going to place in 2 droppers, both facing upward, just like so. And then additionally, we're going to grab a trapdoor. We're going to put a trapdoor on that, and we're going to open it that way. From here now, we're going to go ahead and get our piglin in place. So we're going to put a piece of glass right here, and rails going here and here. Now at this point, you should have your piglin, and you will just get your piglin onto the rail right here. So for demonstrational purposes, we're going to put a minecart right there. We're going to load our piglin up. We're going to push him in, and then we're going to push him all the way inside of there. From here, you can remove these temporary blocks right here. You can remove this temporary block and this one as well. From here, let's grab some glass. We're going to put glass there, there, and glass over him right there. From here, we're going to switch over to chests. We're going to place 2 chests directly in front of him. We're going to place a 3rd one right here, and we're going to remove this block right here. Make sure that you remove this, or else your items are going to get caught on that, and they will not go down our ice road. Now, at this point, we have our piglin in place, but he's not all the way in place. Now, in order to get our items to flow down the ice road, we need to nudge him. So we're going to come over here to this corner right here where our 2 droppers are from this side only, and we're going to just nudge him forward just like so. Now you can see the brewing stand, and you can see him. He's hanging out over the edge. Now any items that he drops will go that way because he is on a brewing stand. Levitation, link in the video's description to Gore to Fame if you want to understand more on the mechanics of the crazy brewing stands. So now we're going to go ahead and add in our clock so that we can manipulate the trades of the pigmen so that we can get instant barters from him. What we're going to do is we're going to place in 3 blocks just like so. We're going to go ahead and break out this block here, and we're going to put a sticky piston facing up. From here, we're going to break out our first temporary block there. We're going to grab an observer and have that observer facing into the piston. From here, we're going to put a gold block right there. This has to be a gold block because when a gold block moves, if a piglin is in a barter, it will quickly quickly finish the barter trade and allow him to pick up the next piece of code that is around. From here, we're going to grab a comparator, and we're going to put a comparator reading out of this dropper and into this block, and from here we're going to put a piece of redstone dust in, just like so. Now that we have that circuit in place, we're going to grab a hopper. We're going to put a hopper going into this bottom dropper. We're going to put a hopper going into that dropper, and we're going to put a hopper going into that hopper. From here, we're going to put a double chest on top of here, and this is going to be where our goat input is going to go into our farm. Now, additionally, if you would like to put more storage for longer AFK sessions onto this farm, you can run hoppers out just like so. It has to feed into this chest at double speed. That's why you need 2 rows going in. So from there, you could just line up more chests on top of this, and you could put all the gold that you would want inside of here. And now at this point, everything is good to go on this farm. So if we were to add in, say, 9 stacks of gold right here, as you can see, this will start kicking off. Our little piggy is going to barter to his heart's content. All of your items are going to be sorted quick, fast, and in a hurry. If we take a look down here, as you can see, we got blackstone pouring in at record speeds. We're going to be having gravel pouring in. Everything that has an item sorter is going to be pulled in majorly fast. Additionally, all of your non-stackable items are ending up over here. So you got your potions, your boots, you got your soul speed, and if by chance anything is missed, it will end up over here in your overflow, and if anything gets past this, once it's full, it will burn up in the fire right here. That being that's more or less the tutorial on this thing. It's relatively simple and straightforward and to the point. If you would like a structure or file for this, they are available to all of our Patreon members at the gold level and all of our Discord supporters starting at our tier 1 level. That being that, though, that's where we're going to call this one a tutorial. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like down below. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe, and we will catch you all in the next one. Bye, everybody.